tuning in and visiting the channel. I haven't posted any works video-wise in recent probably month or 2 months, but I have some things in the works and a lot of projects coming to fruition, not only within my Luciferian spectrum, but also other areas that I work. Today I'm going to discuss and present to you a Ritualistic Dark Ambient album that was recorded and released in about a month and a half, 2 months ago, and it's a split recording. My project Akhtya and a dark ritualistic collective or project known as Corona Barathri. They are from Russia and are a fantastic collective of musicians, and their works are absolutely inspiring. I agreed to do this recording because as a Luciferian, a Satanist, and also an occultist, I'm very interested in composing and fashioning soundscapes, music, something that can focus and invigorate and inspire and essentially open gates within the mind of the listener, and also to honor and celebrate those deific masks, the various ones of the adversary, and that type of energy. It's different from recording something in black metal, death metal, which I do also, which goes to one level of that type of gnosis, Luciferian gnosis. But the important aspect is in creating an album that celebrates specific elements and aspects of the adversary in the various forms. This particular album, which was issued, it's in digital format on Bandcamp and also through Noctivagant Records in CD format, and I believe there's still some available. But Corona Barathri and I worked on this recording with layers of sounds that evoke a specific type of symbolism. So what does that mean? My specific focus on the album is called Thronos Tau Satana, the throne of Satan. It recalls the New Testament Greco-Roman reference to Satan or the red dragon, the adversary, being in Pergamon, whose throne is in Pergamon, and also throughout the Roman Empire, manifest in those who rule by the law of the talent. Also the Greco-Roman culture at that turning point, which rejected weakness and honored strength and might and intelligence, within the Roman spectrum, of course. But the manifestation, the representation of Thronos Tau Satana, or the throne of Satan, is a celebration of the element air, prince of the powers of the air. So the recording is structured with etheric and dark phosphorescence in sound, winds, desert winds, mantra whispers, the layered vocal invocations that I do, and the chants, the sinister chants, the callings, summonings, all invoke names of power associated with Satan, the adversary, simply the enemy of those of monotheistic religion. So it's a recalling not only of the darkness of what the Christians perceived as the anti-cosmic, casual adversaries, the destroyer, the tester, the challenger, the motivator, but also the sustainer, the creator, the conqueror who builds upon the bones of those vanquished. Poetically inspired, of course, by the Roman Republic, Roman Empire. The recording invokes and presents Azazel, haunting the desert mountains. This is a invocation with that fiery earth goat manifestation, the Watcher, Azazel, who is attributed to Mars, who's the blacksmith, the forge, the one who makes weapons, and is able to use charm and good intellect, good speaking skills with others, or to be dressed properly, and these are things that you see in the Book of Enoch. Presenting the spirit of Azazel was very important to me. That, I've been working on that for a very long time, and it's a continual spiritual or personally Luciferian religious experience, which is not something I discuss in presenting Luciferianism. But the tongue. Corona Barathri, as I've mentioned before, a top-notch ritualistic dark ambient collective or project, is personally one of my favorites, and being able to work with them kind of solidified that, because I'd heard their previous material and what they've presented to me after. We had introductions, and I found them very serious and very dedicated and very enthusiastic about this type of magical work, because every recording and the process that we go through separately and collectively is a satanic or Luciferian initiatory working. It's what the Sadians called greater black magic, or Levian Satanists. It is a process of will change and understanding potentials of inner spirituality, the balance of will, desire, belief, confidence in the self, and understanding your subconscious and your imagination as a type of fuel to open those doors. Their Corona Barathri's recording is Summum Malum, and it's basically opening the gates of the spirit, immersion into inner darkness, the temple of Satana, this beginning of spiritual diabolism. So that's liberating yourself from restrictive or religious beliefs, confronting, indulging, and me personally, in the type of adversarial or Luciferian and satanic ceremonies within the attack of monotheism or theistic Satanism. I have a special place for that, and that's what this recording in many ways shows. In my videos, I won't go into details on theistic Luciferianism or Satanism, because the rational philosophy, the 11 points of power, that is what the seeker, neophyte, the one seeking Luciferianism, must master. And I have no purpose, authority, or desire to push my subjective experiences to make them somebody else's belief. my books can be validated, and everyone's view will be different from my perception, uniquely of course. So in using these tools as gateways, this is the essence of the devil or Satan in this type of musical manifestation. Corona Barathri with Affectus, Kain, Fosco Culto, or Lamaya Culto do a fantastic and brilliant job with inspiring satanic art, which we utilized, and also from some of my works with Kitty Salamosi from Dragon of the Two Flames. There are sigillic cards within this album that can be used in a meditative and magical sense. And for all that I can tell you is this ritual recording should have at least a type of exploration factor for those interested in darker avenues of music. Forthcoming videos, including a short film project I've worked on for a couple years, centering on Azazel and Watcher, the Azazel goat demon of the Forge, the blacksmith of fire, the initiator. Many of these things are in the works, so watch this channel and subscribe and pass it along to anyone interested in the left-hand path.